your roof. It's the most important protection against nature for your home or your business. That's why I trust the experts at Exterior Home Solutions.
Alongside Brent Hubbs, I'm Austin Price for the Exterior Home Solutions 2-minute drill on this Monday. Hubber, got to hear from a trio of Vols, a couple of defenders, a couple of linebackers, and Keenan Peely and Elijah Herring, and then McAllen Castles. Clearly this is a team that's trying to get ready for the Citrus Bowl, but at the same time, there's an influx of youth, whether it be forced because people have left the program or newcomers.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that's what it's. December's a transition month is the best way to describe it. Now, you play a bowl game in the middle of that transition, but you're in a real transitional month. It's a transition month for Ethan Davis at the tight end position. Not that Castles and Jacob Warren aren't practicing, but they're not going to take as many reps, right? Because the future is moving ahead. Now, they're going to do whatever they need to game plan-wise to get ready, but from a fundamental standpoint, it is about the youth, and it is about young players in this program. And so how much can you get done with those guys moving forward to kind of jumpstart yourself towards spring practice and also get ready, for Iowa. You'll do some game prep for Iowa this week, and then obviously right after Christmas, it's all about Iowa for 5 days.
You know what? I know Elijah Herring didn't close the season super strong, but I think Iowa's a good opponent for him to kind of get the confidence back going. I think that's a good matchup for him.
Well, Tennessee's been really good against the run all year long, and I think it's a more in-the-box game and less of a space game. On the surface is what it looks like, which I do think is a better fit for him. I think it's a better fit for a lot of defenses for a lot of reasons. And I think Elijah Herring probably needed a few days, a couple of weeks to catch his breath, kind of exhale a little bit, because he got thrown into something that he acknowledged today that he probably wasn't really ready for, right? Like his plan was to learn behind Keenan Peely, rotate in, and then all of a sudden, bam, it's after week one, hey, you're the linebacker for the rest of the year in the middle. Whereas a guy like T-Lander kind of learned as he came along and got to play more down the stretch. Herring went from planning on playing 25, 30 snaps a game, counting some special teams, to playing 60 in week two. That's a huge mental transition, and I think that's one that Elijah has had to learn and had to battle through this year.
Then you flip it, to the offensive side of the ball. McAllen Castles came in a year ago. He kind of went and watched the bowl practice. Holden Stays will do that coming up this week as he comes in the Notre Dame transfer. He said that, told you and I that this is a big, 5-6 days just to kind of understand how everybody works and practices and see the speed and all that stuff.
Yeah, and getting immersed in the room, getting to know your teammates a little bit, kind of starting the foundation with some relationships, and whether that's in your position group or in your team meeting room with the offense or defense, whichever side. I mean, you talk about it, Tennessee's got a dozen guys here.
Yeah.
That it's not about game prep for them. It's about figuring out, hey, what does that mean when we go to practice?
Sure.
What does this tempo mean? What are they talking about? This, that, and the other. The expectations also helps you figure out where everything's at, right? It's a nice deal that you also get to go to the bowl game and hang out in Orlando for a week for those guys. So it's not a bad thing in any way, shape, or form. And Castle's made it clear it was very beneficial for him.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. The other will be tomorrow when we talk to more players, including Cooper Mays. And then, of course, we'll have signing day coming up on Wednesday. We'll hear from Josh Heupel, not only about bowl prep, but this signing class, which will be all kind of getting those signatures down on the dotted line coming up on Wednesday morning and afternoon. He's Brent Hubbs. I'm Austin Price for the Exterior Home Solutions 2-minute drill.